All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about the upcoming Canadian Grand Prix. It could be the most exciting race that there is on the calendar because it's in Canada, and that's exciting. We are powered today by Cawthorn Paper Company. Let's get it. So, the Canadian Grand Prix coming up. I'm guessing Max Verstappen won last year. You can fact check me on that, but I bet he won last year, and I'm thinking he's going to win again. I'm not going to go into details on what's going on with the race. Just know that Verstappen's going to get first, Norris in second, and Hamilton in third place. Let's go Ham. Sarge report. Ladies and gentlemen, Sarge is still without a point. He is one of the three drivers, which we'll get into in a second, without a point yet. He has not been signed for another year. Sarge is in the hot seat. I repeat, Sarge is in the hot seat. He is close to his home in Miami, as close as he's maybe going to get. Maybe in Texas he'll be a little bit closer, but this is the time where Williams could potentially just leave him at the track and move on, and he has to make his way back home. But we're hoping he doesn't. Pointless drivers, we got 3 pointless drivers. We got both Kick Sauber drivers. We got Hulkenberg, no points, and no way, Hulkenberg's got points. We got Zhou Guanyu, no points, and Valtteri Bottas, no points. Sarge, our third guy, with no points. That's all I'm going to say about the race. You can find information about the race elsewhere because we're getting into the Bones circuit, baby. Here we go. So, Bingo Bones. We got ourselves a new square filled in last week. Leclerc wins the Monaco Grand Prix. Clutch. We are alive with this top row. All we need is for two different teams, two teams that haven't won a race yet to win a race. We need for Lance Stroll to win a race, and what a better time, right? What a better time? Is that how you say it?
I don't know. Yeah. What a better time.
What a better time than at the Canadian Grand Prix, his hometown race. For Stroll to win a race. We need Taylor Swift to attend a race. Let's see. Is Taylor Swift on tour right now? Taylor Swift tour. Where is she? Taylor Swift is currently in the UK. So she can make a hop, skip, and a jump on back, even though she has a show on the 7th and the 8th. 7th and the 8th and the 9th. So she will actually be playing a show. So odds are she's not going to be at the race, and we need Sarge to podium, which he hadn't even scored a point. So that's probably not going to happen. So moving on, that's Bingo Bones. But one thing that could happen in Bingo Bones, which it won't really be any help to us because the column in the row is already eliminated. But Justin Bieber, he's Canadian, he could attend the race. Who knows? Let's look at our fantasy standings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give you the top 10 teams. In 10th place, the rookie, Positive Mental Attitude. Shooting up the list, we have two teams that are tied for 8th place right now. We have Kalani's F1 Racing Team. Kalani's F1 Racing Team tied for 8th place with the Crumb Groblin, Crummy G. In 7th place, Mr. Bones. In 6th place, the evil Vercrappen. In 5th place, my favorite team, I Love F1. In 4th place, Strolly G taking a bit of a dip into 4th place. In 3rd place, also dipping, No Mikey No. And we have a tie for 1st place, ladies and gentlemen, with two teams that have not been at the top of the leaderboard yet. On pole for the Canadian Grand Prix, we have Trey Chow and Race Highlights tied at 1,875 points. This is going to be fun to see how this goes down. Let's look at the triple threat battle. We were looking at the top. Let's look at the bottom. Triple threat battle right now. The current standings are Lamar Laga with 5 wins, Flenny Bones with 4 wins, and Red Car Go Fast Froome doesn't have a win yet. But this might be the week. Red Car Go Fast Froome. Watch what Zach F1 has to say. Over to you, Zach.
Look at the team selections. So with the Limitless on screen, don't worry too much. I'm just doing this so I can show you each and every team variation you can do. But team selection wise, it has to be McLaren Ferrari builds as the top teams to choose from. Now, they are very expensive these days, with the minimum team being 112.6 million. If you have the money, it's by far the best teams to go. Now, for as well. However, there is a new team that is emerging, which I quite like the look of. However, it still very much is a team where if you don't have that budget of 112.6 million, then I would use this team. And this team revolves around having Mercedes instead of McLaren. This one very much is for if you don't have enough money for the McLaren Ferrari teams and you're trying to get that budget up to be able to use them. Mercedes will go up in price, Ferrari will go up in price, and all the drivers you can put in there will go up in price as well. Now, this would probably be the best option for the Mercedes Ferrari teams with Leclerc and Piastri and Tsunoda. However, if you don't have the money, what you would need to do is drop Tsunoda back down to a Bottas, and then you could also fiddle about with Leclerc being dropped down to a Sainz.
Very good. Now, last but not least, let's talk about what some might call the most interesting part of fantasy F1, maybe even the most interesting part of fantasy, that is the Bones Challenge. And with the Bones Challenge standings right here, I'm going to give you the top 10 teams. Battling in 10th and 9th right now, we have the epic rivalry of Race Highlights and Checo Me Out. In a tie for 7th place, I Love F1 and No Mikey No. In a tie for 2nd place, really. It's a tie for 4th place. In a tie for 4th place, Stroll's Goatee, Turtle in the Hair, who is the hair when it comes to the Bones Challenge, and Bones Exclusive, all with 38 points. That leads us to our top team. Psych, I say teams. We have 3 teams right now who are tied for first place. Things are intense, however you slice it right now. Top 3 teams, Crumb Groblin, the Evil Verkrappen, and Mr. Bones. Verkrappen won't leave me alone. Get out of my grill. So we'll see what happens there. Remember, you can do the podium pick $1 challenge. If you pick the podium right in the comment section, you're going to get $1. Peace.